Hey Leo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at your person and the energy and reality of that connection. Okay, so when we look at the energy, we do sort of see things like the person's true feelings and thoughts about you coming out. And then with the reality, we do sort of want to see those coming through into that as well, so that we know that it's happening in the real world as well as in the energy. I will just let everybody know, if you want to leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. I will be drawing that when we hit our first 100 subscribers. We are actually really super close, guys, so keep up the likes and subscribes. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you for all your support so far. But today we are using, when we're looking at the energy, I do have the Healing Light Lenormand. And when we are looking into the reality of the situation, we have here the Tanis Lenormand as well. And I do have the Hidden Truth Oracle just to get a few extra messages at the end. But sort of getting straight on into it for you, Leo. Leo and your person. Your person's energy towards you, Leo. Your person's energy towards Leo. Okay, so firstly, Leo, we do have the book. All right, so their energy is, and then I do have the masculine after that as well. So, it's kind of very, with those two cards, it is a very much, very strong vibe that they're trying to gain more knowledge. They're really trying to sort of read up on you and learn as much as they can about the story of Leo before they sort of dive on in. So in their energy, they are, they're willing to open that book and start a new chapter, with you. But they're really wanting to sort of delve a little bit deeper, I feel, and learn a little bit more about how you really tick and those sorts of things, because the masculine is a very logical type energy. I don't tend to read the genders with these cards, but the masculine is like a very sort of stoic, non-emotional, comes from the logical side of themselves. They're up in their thoughts rather than in their hearts. So they're really trying to sort of work this connection through logically and really sort of learn as much as they can about how you tick, how to deal with you, how to deal, how to get you ticking as well, I suppose, and how best to interact with you, all those sorts of things in order to start a chapter with you. So it does feel like for a lot of you Leos, this may be a new connection, but and they're still sort of really trying to just learn more about you at the moment, is the main thing I'm getting from that. They're just trying to sort of up their knowledge, and be quite wise about the way that they do interact with you, and come from logic rather than emotion at the moment. So we definitely are seeing someone, yeah, just sort of up in their head a lot more than heart, and really trying to think things through logically when it comes to this connection and deal with it in a logical kind of manner. We also then have the house energy. Okay, so we do see with the house there is that strong energy that it could even be quite when we're seeing someone so logical, it definitely could be talking about things like they want to move in with you, they want you to move in with them, they want to come to your house, they want you to come to their house. So it depends what sort of stage you're up to in your relationship. And this could also definitely be talking about, I want to start a family with you, Leo. You're my home. You really make me feel safe and secure, is the underlying energy of that. Okay, so they really do feel quite safe and secure with you. It's just kind of like they're trying to check every little page of the book just to make sure there's nothing that they missed before we do sort of move to that stage of moving in together, or starting a family, or they're when someone's feeling so safe and secure, sometimes it is like got to check for those red flags underneath and make sure there's nothing that's going to rock that stability and stop that from working out, and make sure we're crossing off all our T's and checking all our, dotting all our I's sort of a vibe. It feels like they're a very logical type person. But at the end of the day, their energy is quite stable and secure, just in general as well. So, they do see the potential with you to, create a family, create a home, and have a lot of stability in this connection. All right, so that's quite a positive message there. It's just funny that I'm getting someone so logical and really trying to get as much knowledge about you and the situation as they can. But we'll see what's coming through into the reality of the connection. Leo and your person coming forward into reality. Leo. And just a clarifier for that third card, please. Okay, so I can kind of understand now why your person is, attempting to be, why their energy is attempting to be so logical, because we do have here the cross and then the feminine. All right, so it kind of feels like they're feeling a little bit burdened by their emotions. As you see the masculine, someone very up in their head, non-emotional. The opposite is true with the feminine energy, quite an emotional energy there. Does sort of a very nurturing energy though as well. But I do just feel that I'm just getting that message of it feeling like their emotions are a little bit of a burden to them. But under it all, there, the reality is that they feel as though there is a strong spiritual connection or religious connection, depending on your beliefs or whatever. There is some sort of strong connection there when it comes to the more energetical connections, the spiritual connections, those sorts of things, and that they are feeling that this is quite a destined connection. And so that's why they are feeling that their emotions are a little bit heavy, because they're feeling like they're going to let their emotions carry them away, sort of thing, and they don't want to get carried away. That's why they're trying to rein their energy in and stay quite logical, because in the reality of the situation, they are getting a little bit swept up in it all, and just feeling burdened by the fact that they are a little bit more emotional than they want to be at this time, and they are sort of feeling as though there's a lot of predestined factors here with this connection, and that's kind of sweeping them into a much more emotional space than they want to. So that's why it feels like they're trying to sort of learn every little thing that they can about you, so that they know then that if it is safe to let themselves, get carried away, because that's kind of what that feels like there. Because, and when it's that emotion, and then we see the snake as well. So there's a lot of passion and desire for you, and that's what's kind of helping sweep them away a little bit, is into their emotional side. They're just, they've got so much passion for you. It can talk about physical intimacy. So there may be some sort of emotional connection on the physical level that they weren't expecting between you guys, and they're kind of feeling as though, that emotional connection is actually coming out in a physical way between the two of you. And I have got that clarified by the ship there as well. So the ship really just showing us that they are ready to start this adventure with you, and they're about to let themselves get swept away in the passion that they have. They have a lot of passion, I'm feeling, with that snake energy. Okay, it's a lot of, they're feeling like it's tempting. The emotions are just temptation to get swept away, and that's exactly what is going to happen, I feel, with this connection. They are they're really trying to rein themselves in, but they are, they know they're getting swept away and swept off their feet, so to speak, there, Leo. But we did see that it is quite stable and secure for them to do so. It's just a matter of them allowing themselves to do so. They are sort of fighting themselves a little bit, energy versus reality there. So we do have the more masculine energy and then that feminine reality coming through. So it feels like their emotions are leaking through just a little bit more than that they are wanting them to. And with the snake and the ship energy too, they definitely could have a lot of external ambition, all right, as well. So they may be somebody who has, a career that's somehow related to boats or overseas connections, that they're sort of really not wanting themselves. That's why they're trying to be so logical about things and do their research kind of thing, because it does feel as though this person probably does have other commitments, that they do have a lot of ambition towards keeping those other commitments and not wanting themselves to get too emotional and sort of carried away at the moment with a connection, because they are sort of vested elsewhere in life as well. That's aside from their love life. All right, so just be aware of that too, that you don't want to come in the way of somebody's career or whatever that may be. I do feel as though for some of you that is just a career thing, where they maybe have to travel for work and those sorts of things, and they're sort of getting a bit swept away with the emotion side of it all. So they're just really wary of it affecting their work as well. All right, but we'll have a look at the most likely outcomes for you, Leo. Most likely outcomes for Leo and your person. Yeah, once again, we're seeing, that new energy, ready to start that adventure, ready to open the new chapters. And here we see the stirring up brand new energy between you. So definitely as an outcome, we do see things sort of really starting to take off. All right. So the stalk really, it's that pregnancy. It is a pregnancy card. So, keep that in mind, guys, if you are, able to have children. So do keep that in mind. But it really does talk about that pregnancy period, that gestation of things really starting to, grow and ready to go boom. All right, because then here's the boom. All right, we do have the fish card as well. So that is the abundance card, the wealth card. So like I mentioned with their career, some of them, the reason that they are worried, because they've got a lot of ambition and they're worried it's going to affect their finances. But financially, all good, guys. When we see that card, that is a very positive financial card. So that's all fine. And we do see, that really sort of taking flight, and we will see an abundance of new energy in this connection, of new adventures starting together, of, just that wealth. Really, I feel, wealth can mean a lot more than just money. So as an outcome, the abundance card is a super happy outcome, because it just means that, everything, you guys will have everything that you want. Like I said, wealth does, mean a lot more than just money. So we will see a wealth of, outcomes happening with you guys. So definitely a positive. But we will have a look at the hidden truth to the connection. Hidden truth for Leo and their person. Hidden truth for Leo and your person. I can't stop thinking about you, Leo. So they obviously cannot stop thinking about you. That's why they are worried that this is going to affect, and they're trying to rein themselves in so much. All right. And then I do see here, I know that I crossed that line with you. So that's actually talking about that line within themselves, where we're seeing the difference between the masculine, trying to keep logical. They've crossed that line. They've already crossed that line. The reality is that they're super more emotional than they're trying to be. They are really trying to be logical about the situation, but their emotions are they've already crossed that line into emotional, passionate territory. So it's kind of that line of, oh, wow, I'm in deeper already than I had counted on. All right, but not in a bad way. It definitely just feels like, that abundance, once again, that abundance of feelings, and it kind of feels as though they maybe weren't expecting that, and that's why they're really trying to do their homework. It does feel like it could be a new connection where they're really kind of like, wow, like I really need to actually get to know this person, because I'm planning a future with this person and I don't even know who they are. Like it really does kind of feel like that. All right. So that's what we have for you today, Leo. So let me know if that resonated in the comments. Obviously feel more than welcome to check your other placements. But hopefully I'll see you all again soon.